this defense is illuminating. Sam Darnold is illuminating. I mean, and then Kenneth Walker gets to eat. He gets his 2 touchdowns, but I just want to see a little bit more. I want to see a little bit more from the offense. I know we went into cruise control, but we got to open those holes back up because you got the Arizona Cardinals next week, and they're coming off a really tough game against the Seattle Seahawks. And they have a pretty good run-stopping defense. Calais Campbell is playing great in year 18, and then on the other side, they have a huge loss to their offense. They lose running back James Conner for it looked like a very serious knee injury. I haven't gotten that checked. I haven't been able to confirm what the injury is, but it does not look like he'd be able to play Thursday. He wasn't able to finish the game. Then you look at Marvin Harrison Jr. He isn't hurt, but he had some critical drops in the game against the San Francisco 49ers. There's some vulnerability there. I didn't think Kyler Murray played the greatest game. I thought he missed some guys, some wide open plays that could have helped his team win the football game. So I think this is right for the Seattle Seahawks to walk in there and get a win in Glendale. I'm going to get to sit on that desk after the game, Mitchell, and I'm going to get to say what I need to say. Seahawks are 3-1 and are contending in the NFC. I can't wait. I know that K9 is going to factor in. I know Sam Darnold is going to have a great game. I know JSN is going to put on another 100-yard show. But it's the defense that I'm excited to watch. Mitchell, I cannot wait.
You're in for a show, Richard. You got to love going down to Phoenix on Thursday Night Football. I know you enjoyed that cross-country flight to Buffalo last week, but this one's a little bit easier on you, my man. And like you said, I like the Seattle Seahawks team and the way their roster is constructed. They've got a very young, hungry core defensively, and a lot of roster depth, like you said. Kenneth Walker can do more. I know he had 2 touchdowns today, but reality is, this guy, they got to give him the ball and continue to pound the rock because he's not getting, the 80-plus yard games. He needs to do that, and this team can really, truly be competitive. But you see how much faith they had coming into this season with JSN when they let DK Metcalf go, and now you're showing as to why. JSN is a rising star in this league. He gives the Seattle Seahawks a dynamic weapon that can play all over the field. You got to love what you're seeing in Seattle. But like you said, this matchup on Thursday night is going to make or break, the near-term perspective of this division. If they're able to go 3-1 and knock off a division foe and the Arizona Cardinals and keep, up with those San Francisco 49ers, which, as you mentioned, are dealing with some injury adversity right now, Seattle is firmly in the mix for this division. And, I mean, what is your prediction for Thursday night? I know your bias, your Seattle lean might show itself, but, objectively speaking, Richard, what is your prediction for Thursday night against the Arizona Cardinals?
Well, the Arizona Cardinals were only able to put up a measly 15 points against the San Francisco 49ers defense that lost Nicholas John Bosa early in the game. And it really was only 13 against the defense because the offense got a safety on that holding call. So I just don't see I see a healthy Seattle Seahawks defense having a great game. This is a short week, a short game planning week for the Arizona Cardinals to prepare, a short game planning week for the Seattle Seahawks, but I know that Mike McDaniel has a plan for Kyler Murray. They're putting 5 up on the line. They have athletic pass rushers. They're going to put a lot of pressure on them. They don't have a ton of respect for the receivers for the Arizona Cardinals. I'm looking forward to it. Them without James Conner, that's a big loss. So I think that this is going to be a Seattle Seahawks win. But guess what, Mitchell? I'm going to knock on this wood because I don't want to be the jinx. And I'm not going to be the jinx, Mitchell. I'm not going to be part of that. But I feel really, really good, Mitchell. I might even wear a blue suit. I'm definitely wearing a blue suit.
You should, and you should also wear that hat.